really good in the offensive side of the puck, carried the play, and just got to continue to push because this Spruce King team isn't a team you can sit back on or they'll bury you. So a lot of hockey left, but a really good start here for the Bandits. And it was kind of funny at the end of the period there because Coyle and Lee, ironically, are guys I think that may have played together as they both played for the Listowel Cyclones. So they're certainly familiar with each other, and they had a little exchange there. So you can see they're getting familiar, and as they get familiar, they'll like each other a little less, and a good start here for the Bandits.
Both were on that great team in Listowel in the GOJHL last year that won a championship, but now they're facing each other. And I was just going to say, you know, Ray Christie and Jake Lee, it's not going to take them long for the Spruce Kings to know who those guys are.
and that's when they're at their best, is they're playing on that edge and creating, you know, the opportunity through controversy. That's their game, and they need to play that way.
Excellent. Well, first period is in the books here of Game 2 of the Doyle Cup. Brooks Bandits with a 2-0.
For the first time in franchise history, are Fred Page Cup champions.
The Brooks Bandits are the AJHL champions. They sweep the Spruce Grove.
Ackle with speed. Number 23, breakaway, shooting. Charlson, the saverwards, wide open. Wrist shot, missed the net. Ott, wide open net. Charlson races over to get a glove on it. Facing the opposite way, the goaltender way out of position. Edwards, a shot. Great save, Pierce Charlson.
My name is Pierce Charlson. I'm from Aurora, Ontario, and I played for the Caledonia Corvairs last year in the GOJHL.
Play on that one, Ken.
Yeah, Pierce Charlson has lots of traffic, guys all over him, but finds a way to get
I was after the end of last season. Coach Ryan gave me a call and told me a bit about the program, and so once I found out what they're all about kind of thing, it was a tough option to turn down, not one you can pass up in your hockey career.
Past the blue line. Okotok sends it on net. A good save from Charlson. Here's a breakaway for the Oilers. Works all alone, shooting. Charlson the save.
Just like the fans, how crazy they are here, and the support we get from them, and also how it's been a winning franchise for years, and they put players to the next level, which is the goal for every player that comes here, I think, which builds a great atmosphere when you're at the rink. So obviously I want to work on my speed as the games get faster and faster. You got to keep up and always be one step ahead of the players. And I think one of my strengths is that I'm calm and composed when I'm in the crease. It's different being away from home, but I think I'm finally getting settled in and getting used to the way things go. But off the ice, everyone gets along, and they're all great guys, so it makes it a lot easier to be away from home. And then on the ice, it's a big change this year because we're on the ice every day, and it's tough on your body, but at the same time, it's good, and you know you're getting better every day. Yeah, I didn't really know how much I was going to get a player or whatever, but you got to go in the same mindset, just every day work your hardest, and when you get an opportunity, you got to play well. So I kind of been going with that, and then junior A shooters, it's a lot faster, it's a lot quicker. You got to be quick on your toes and ready for anything. There's a lot of pressure knowing that you're going to host the national championship, but at the same time, we want to win the right way and get in by winning properly and not just using our automatic bye. So there's a lot of pressure on the team, but I think so far we're off to a good start.
On a 2-on-1, Peckford cross ice, Gainey back to Peckford, shoots, he scores. Charleston can't get over in time. The Spruce Grove Saints have tied this one up 1-1, 11:25 to go in the second period. Mind you, a line like that, they're not just out there to score goals. Massey shoots, scores! Power play goal, Ryan Massey makes it 2-1 Brooks. Lots of passing, Ken, but it pays off. Here come the Saints. Layer on a 3-on-2 carrying with Gainey. He shoots, he scores. Logan Gainey has just cut into the Bandit lead. It's now 3-2 Brooks. Gets it back in his net. Plessy to take it, wins it in the near corner. The Brooks Bandits are going to hang on and take game one. 3-2 is the final.
Opening faceoff is set, and we are a go. With the championship on the line, and we'll see a Junior A national champion. Season. And here tonight, they are the top dogs in Canada. The Portage Terriers win the RBC Cup on home ice. Final seconds ticking down. The Chilliwack Chiefs, our hometown heroes once more.
It's left and it's cleared out.
name is Nick Hale. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina, and last year I played for the Salisbury School up in New England. I like to be an all-around player. Obviously, I'm not going to be the biggest guy on the ice, but I use my feet and use my wits to kind of make sure I'm there in the right places. At Salisbury, when I was a captain, I think I was more of, I was leading by example most of the time. I was doing what I can to show everyone what we're supposed to do. I didn't always need to be the most vocal guy. I had some other guys who were really good with that. But usually I'm just, doing things the right way so guys can follow me, and I think that's just kind of the way I carry myself on and off the ice. I had a few calls from Coach Pabst when I was at Salisbury. We had some good conversations, especially after everything ended and things got to be settling down. And once I talked to Pabst and talking to the coaches at Holy Cross, we thought this would be a good place for me to be. Well, I mean, I'm a pretty competitive guy, and I think, competing for a national championship and having this kind of opportunity here is pretty special. That's stuff that, gets me going up in the morning. So, I mean, I'm happy to be at a place where you can fight for a championship. I definitely think the run in '06, was huge for the hockey community in North Carolina. Obviously, it's growing and it's getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, you're seeing more guys coming out of there and playing college or going to major junior. But I think it's obviously not like it is here in Canada, where everyone knows about it. It's kind of like a small little, side pocket that's getting bigger and bigger. But I was lucky to have Canadian neighbors growing up, so they kind of got me into it, and I've just been running with it since. I mean, it's awesome because every day on the ice, you're going to get better and you're fighting for a national championship. Sometimes you have to be able to find your role, and that's what I'm looking to do, find my role here, and just be a part of a team that's going to make a run for the national championship.
RBC believes in the power of communities and the individuals who live in them. Through RBC's support of the Alberta Junior Hockey League and the RBC Community Ambassador Team, we're helping young athletes play the game they love while making a difference and giving back to the community.
Jonathan Taves, Marty St. Louis, Chris Kunitz, and Patrick Sharp. They all did it.
Wow!
In fact, 20% of all Canadians in the NHL did it.
What a shot!
Play college hockey.
Gets it, scores!
NCAA hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Very Canadian. Learn more at collegehockeyinc.com.
Doesn't get any better than that.
The Prince George Spruce Kings, for the first time in franchise history, are Fred Page Cup champions.
The Brooks Bandits are the AJHL champions. They sweep the Spruce Grove.
And a left pad save from Charlson. And from the left point, a shot that tipped wide left. Lee on the wraparound. It goes off a PG skate. Circle by Andrew Lucas. Here come the Bandits. Lucas behind the net to Simon Boyko. In front to Campbell. He scores! Tyler Campbell. A 3-on-2 carry in for Brooks. Plessy back to Bass. Bass shoots wide right. Out of the box, the Bandits kill him off. Here they come on a 3-on-2 carry, and Christie shoots off the post. Kept in by Gravel. LeMay has it in the right circle. He shoots just wide left. I think Neaton got circle. Ray Christie on the keep in from Bass. Moves into the right circle. Shot blocked by the Spruce Kings. Ryan Massey has it in the right circle for Brooks. Massey, goal line for Vachon. Tucks it in. He scores! Arno Vachon with the power play goal. Sneaks it in from the... He's pinching in for the Bandit D. He'll shoot it towards the net. Tipped would have been offside had he moved in. Here comes a 2-on-2. Nathan Plessy shoots, save Logan. Bandits with under 3.5 to play in the first period. Out in front, one-timer Plessy. Nice pass from behind the net by Hancock. On the goal line, Ray Christie turns, fires. He was tied. Brandon Scanlon. Right circle for Gravel. Hangs on, then fires it on net.
you later. Sorry.
Sometimes they make it so that it's tough for you, so it will ebb and flow as I expect it to.
Puck is down, second period is underway. Bandits defending to our right in their white jerseys. Just the second time this season they've won their whites at home. They wore the navies all year here in the CRA. A building they did not lose in the regular season. LeMay in his own end starts out with it with Simon Gravel. Passes to no one on the near side. Gets it into the PG zone. Ahak has it. Defenseman for the Spruce Kings ahead to Causey. Touches with a high stick. So the Bandits control in their own end. Nick Hale lost control of it. Dustin Mans will take it into the far corner. Now behind the Bandit net. Mans, he's pushed off by Massey, and it dislodges his helmet. Cunningham takes a run at Massey as Mans heads to the bench. Lost his bucket on that hit from Ryan Massey. Comes near side now in the neutral zone for Boken. He'll take it in for PG, tied up by Lucas, recovered by Nicholas Poisson. Massey on the back check, ties up Poisson. Here comes Brooks on a 2-on-1. Christie near side for Hale. It was out of his reach. Hale collects it on the near side. Too late to get it to Christie. And Ben Poisson will take it the other way for Prince George. Plessy ties him up. Christie recovers it. And the Minnesota native loses it on the near side. Ben Poisson has it for Prince George. The PG captain lost it behind the goal line. Comes far side for Plessy. Not ready for it. Puck stays in the Bandit zone for Nick Hale. Holy Cross commit. Behind the net with Koolmans battling with Cunningham for the puck from the Spruce Kings, who passes back to the point. No one there to cover. Ray Christie's going to move it up the right wing. No one to pass to, but he'll get it deep in the PG zone. As we are nearly 2 minutes into the second period, the Spruce Kings have come out here with some pressure. But nothing to show for it. No shots yet on Charleston. Plessy will bring it back the other way. A backhand shot goes wide left as Tice was tied up in front. Near side for Hancock. Van Roboys and Plessy collide in the near corner. Loose puck now on the far side for Wilson, who's tied up by Carter Wolski. Free puck now for Van Roboys, who takes it through neutral. Takes a stick from Tice. It's knocked into the far corner. Rolls behind the net for Carter Wolski. Up the near boards for Plessy. Can't hang on to it. Boken will slap it back into the Brooks zone. Neither team has recorded a shot yet in this period. Still 2-0 for the Bandits. Wolski in his own end. Lost it in the right circle. It goes wide left of Pierce Charleston's net. Knocked back around to the right point. Held in by Boken. Boken will dish it down low behind the net for Welsh. Welsh deciding what to do with it. He'll go back to the right point to Boken. Boken hesitates, then shoots. It's blocked by the Bandits. The puck flutters high in front of Pierce Charleston's net. Now it's swatted into the near corner by Wolski. Bandits caught in their own end here for the start of the second period. Wolski can't move it out. A turnover. Here comes Anhorn. Loads up a shot. Glove save from Pierce Charleston. Looks like a Bandit stick caught Anhorn there. He didn't get a full shot off. Charleston makes the save nonetheless. Bast in his own end. He can't move it out. Tice stuck on the far side. Finally backhands it out to neutral. Opening 3 minutes has been mostly down in the Brooks end as Causey carries in offside for the Spruce Kings. And I think a needed whistle for the Bandits here, Ken.
The Plessy, Tice, Hancock line had been out there quite a while, and that's the tough thing on the long change. If you can get good offensive pressure, you can actually make a change, continue to put offensive pressure on when you have that long change situation. So the Bandits here a little under attack, but still only give up the one shot. and are able to, on the offside, get a new line out there.
It's the Jake Lee line. And so you mentioned there at the end of the first period the history between Lee and Coyle playing in Listowel as Boyko carries up the right wing and lost it. They're both on the ice now, so we'll watch for that matchup. Causey brings back the other way for the Spruce Kings. Scanlon takes him to the outside. Causey centering pass. Boyko intercepts, but couldn't hang on to it. It's now behind the goal line. Nicholas Poisson is tied up by Scanlon. Lucas recovers it for Brooks. Ahead to Simon Boyko, who carries through neutral. Now up the left wing. Boyko dishes to Campbell. Pass was off. Nicholas Poisson has it for the Spruce Kings, who skated out to center ice. Ahak couldn't enter. He would have been offside as Chong-Min Lee was on the wrong side of the blue line. So now the Bandits recover it in their own end. 4 minutes into this second period, up 2-0 on the Spruce Kings. We try to carry up the right wing. It's Van Roboys. Kuhlman's covering him. Van Roboys gets it back though. Left point for Anhorn. A shot, stick save. Charleston tipped into the near corner. Chong-Min Lee for the Spruce Kings. He's tied up by Campbell. Hale and Van Roboys are tied up with each other. The puck freed up back to the right point. Boken, a hard shot, tipped by Van Roboys, who's behind Pierce Charleston but missed the net. Boyko trying to kick it out to neutral, but it comes back. Nick Hale has to battle with Cunningham in the far corner. Good pressure here from Prince George, but not a lot of shots on Pierce Charleston. Coyle, right side for Boken, steps into the right circle. A shot blocked by Corson Kuhlmans, and the Bandit D-man will lift it out up the left wing. Bandits get a full line change here as the Gravel, LeMay, and Hernandez line steps on for Brooks. 5 minutes into the second period, not a lot of whistles, not a lot of shots either. It's still 2-0 for the Bandits. LeMay carries up the left wing with Gravel. LeMay throws it on net. It goes off a discarded stick on the ice, and Neaton makes the save, and then afterwards, LeMay is shoved by Welsh in front of the PG net. And cooler heads looks like it will prevail. No penalties to come out of that. And the first real chance of this period for the Bandits, Ken, after being stuck in their own end.
Stuck in their own end, but what a nice play by Kuhlmans. He pushes the puck up, dumps it down to the hash marks in the other end, doesn't ice it. The team's able to get a change. The LeMay line comes out and almost makes this a 3-0 hockey game. So the Bandits, even though a little under attack early on this long change with 14:38 left in the period, have managed pretty well, been able still to defend when they've been under a little duress because they've been on the ice for quite a while.
Gravel to take the draw for Brooks, Mans for PG, both wear number 9. Gravel wins it back, but it splits the D, and Lucas has to race back to the puck in his own end. Andrew Lucas, great playoff for Lucas, led all D-man in the AJHL in points. Hernandez carries in, he gets a shot off from the right circle, saved by Neaton. Loose puck for LeMay. Back to the blue line for Scanlon, goes off his stick and can't hang on to it, and then the Spruce Kings clear it down the ice. Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, they did. What's going on? Causey and Hernandez, the players, I don't think they realized that the puck was down in the Brooks end. Everyone was congregating on the near side, and there's a laugh from the crowd here. They didn't realize the puck was in the other end of the arena. Gravel puts it in front for Hernandez on the one-timer. Stick was in the way. Comes back to the left circle for Randy Hernandez. Back to Gravel, to Scanlon, trying to load one up. Hangs onto the puck. Finally shoots. It's fought off by Mans, who's able to block it and then lift it out to center ice.
Simon Gravel did, and went back on it, brought it all the way back, and almost converted it into a goal.
LeMay leaves in the right circle for Hernandez. Shot blocked by Ahak. Hernandez can't move it back to the D, and Ahak will take it the other way for PG on a 2-on-1 carry. And PG shoots. It's Donaldson, who's saved by Charleston on the tap-in. Donaldson has it behind the net for Prince George. Good action here in the second period, as it's starting to open up a bit. Didn't see any of this last night. Boken shoots off the post from the left circle. And that time it got past Charleston, but he can thank his post. Welsh, he shoots from the point. It's blocked by the Bandits. Good pressure here from the Spruce Kings, though. Williams tied up by Simon Gravel in the far corner. Gravel knocked down. It comes behind the net for the North Dakota commit, Luke Bast. Dishes to the far wall for Simon Gravel. Canisius College commit will send it into the near corner, where Anhorn will pinch in for PG. Leave behind the net for Nicholas Poisson. Ropes it around near side for Anhorn. Anhorn behind the net for Nicholas Poisson. Back left point now for Coyle. Keeps it in with his skate. Dish back to the right point. Anhorn out of position. Puck in the neutral zone. Hernandez can't catch up to it. Comes back to the D-man, Wolski, who will flip it to the Spruce Kings blue line. Bandits trying to get a change in here. The puck in their end, though. Luke Bass back to collect as it's the Vachon line out there. Massey gets it in the neutral zone, trying to get it ahead to Vachon, who would have been a one-on-one with Coyle, but he was tied up. Chung-Min Lee plays it back to his defenseman. Spruce Kings have it with 12 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 for the Brooks Bandits in game 2.
And a couple goal posts now for each team is a great shot by Williams, and there goes off the post.
Saw a post last night from Arnaud Vachon. He's on the ice right now. A great 2-on-1 rush, and he hit the crossbar. He's got the puck. Oh, it's out of his reach now in the PG end. Kuhlmans pinches in, shoots from the half wall. It's blocked. PG will take it out to center ice, where Ben Poisson will shoot it into the Bandit zone. Full line change for the Spruce Kings. They got to be quick because up the left wing, Christie takes the stretch pass and will dump it behind the PG net, and that line will head off for Brooks. Bandits and Spruce Kings tied 3-3 in shots, but Brooks has 25 shots in this game versus the 6 from the Spruce Kings, as Cunningham will take it up the left wing and throw it on net. Charlson hangs onto it for a whistle, and then afterwards, more rough stuff. Van Roboys and Scanlon have to be separated. Scanlon lost his helmet in the process. I want to go back, Ken, now that we have a whistle, to what happened earlier about a couple minutes ago when all the players on the ice were trying to find the puck on the near side near the penalty box, not realizing that Pierce Charlson had it at the other end of the ice. It's rare you see that.
It is, and then Simon Gravel goes back as he picks up that the puck's down, and he skates full, goes end to end, and throws a wide open pass to Randy Hernandez, and Neaton makes a good save on him. So both teams having some opportunity in this second period, but still a 2-0 score with 11:16 left in the period. The shot's 4-3 for the Spruce Kings in this period, but 25-7 overall for the Bandits.
I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before, where the players didn't know where the puck was. Sometimes you see like it gets stuck in the goalie's equipment, but that was different. Scanlon brings up the left wing. He shoots wide right of the Spruce Kings net. Now battle for the puck behind the PG net. Mac Hancock, the centerman for Brooks from Kingston, Ontario, leaves it in the far corner for Nathan Plessy. He's got a lane and he'll shoot from the right circle. It's blocked by the Spruce Kings number 22, Finn Williams, and then the goaltender Neaton will hang on for it. And more conversations now after the whistle. And it's what's so interesting, Ken, about this Doyle Cup this year. You know you have your best of 7 series, but the fact that these two teams will be played in the National Junior A Championship at least once just makes this all more interesting. And you'll see more of this, I think.
Oh, absolutely. They're good teams. They're competitive guys. And the reference I can draw is 2 years ago, the Chilliwack-Penticton series, that both were guaranteed into the Western Canada Cup and played each other in a nasty 7-game series it had. And I know the 7th game was a 1-0 overtime win for Penticton, and both those teams were really banged up going into the Western Canada Cup. So I don't know if they have the ability just to, I think game 1 might have been the friendly game, and I think we're going to get real hockey here on in.
Face off to the left of the PG goaltender Neaton. Spruce Kings win it out up the left wing. Mans will take it for a skate behind the Brooks net. Dustin Mans, Lake Superior State commit, run over by Nathan Plessy. Big cheer from the crowd. Tice brings it back the other way. Up the right wing, throws it at the net, tipped by Hancock, and missing the net. Mans will head off to the dressing room, frustrated. He's knocking his stick on the wall after that hit. We'll wait for the replay. Lucas, right point. He'll shoot it behind the PG net, near corner for Tice. Tice lost it. Causey will bring it up for the Spruce Kings through neutral. Brar throws it towards the Bandit net, goes wide right. Tice back to get it, and he'll leave in the near corner for Brandon Scanlon. Scanlon to Bast, can't move it out, turnover. Ben Poisson shoots wide left on the backhand. His brother Nicholas Poisson has it now behind the Bandit goal line with under 10 minutes to go in the second period. What has turned into an entertaining hockey game here in game 2. 2-0 for the Bandits. But here come the Spruce Kings. Ahak has it in the left circle, covered by Campbell. Shot, save. Charlson got through the traffic. Now on the half wall, Ahak has it. North Vancouver, BC native, skates behind the Bandit net with it, lost it. Recovered by Chung-Min Lee, but Jake Lee able to get in the way and gets it back, freezes it on the boards. Now played back to his defenseman behind the net, it's Luke Bast. Bast ranked 137th for North American skaters in the upcoming NHL draft, which will take place in Vancouver in June. Shoots it into the Spruce Kings end. Back comes Van Roboys the other way for PG. AHAC ranked 62nd on that list. Simon Boyko will bring it out through neutral for Brooks on a 2-on-2 carry-in with LeMay. Boyko goes to the outside on the right wing, shoots it, hits a PG stick. Koolmans collects it in the far corner. Corson Koolmans will leave on the half wall for Simon Gravel. Number 9 for Brooks, hangs on to the puck. The right-handed shot will take it into the far corner. Taken down, LeMay trying to recover it for the Bandits, but the Spruce Kings will lift it out to center ice. Good work by Hale, though, to deny any rush through the neutral zone, clogging it up. And then the Spruce Kings touch offside. 8:24 to go in the second period. We step aside on Martin Chrysler Bandits playoff hockey on Real Country 105.7.
Trained, certified.
Okay, got you off for 1 minute.
Top Gun Well Services has been providing local, environmentally friendly access to the oil and gas sector for over 15 years. Not only are they
and forth, and Nathan Plessy's a guy that you have to know where he is at all times if you're playing against him. And
in the neutral zone, mishandled it, trying to move it forward to LeMay, but LeMay got it back from Causey, picked his pocket, but is unable to move it forward. Mann's back on the ice after getting that hit, and he lost it bringing it up the right wing. As Van Roboys make that brawl, he's starting to run around. He lays a check on Scanlon and LeMay, but they get it out to neutral. A 3-on-2 carry-in for Brooks. Lucas in the right circle, tees one up, big rebound for Gravel on the toe save from Neaton, but it was just out of the reach of Simon Gravel. Left point keep in by Bass, wrist shot blocker save by Logan Neaton. And the Bandits with 2 good chances. Christie behind the PG net, checked and lost his stick from Coyle, who lifts it out to center ice. Spruce Kings have it. Dustin Mans, 4th in regular season scoring in the BCHL for Dustin Mans. Lost it at the blue line. In the neutral zone, Wolski has it. Trying to move it to Bast, but it's intercepted by Donaldson. He takes it the other way up the left wing, shooting wide right of the Bandit net. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Wolski and Williams tied up with each other. They separate with under 7 minutes to go here in this middle period of game 2. As Williams carries in offside, way offside that time, was Nicholas Wilson, who him and Christie now having words, as Wilson gave him a shove, and the 2 linesmen have to separate them, and the conversations continue. And a much different game tonight here, Ken, in game 2 compared to game 1. And you could tell it was that feeling out game, much different here.
Yeah, you can, as expected.
Oh, now Coyle and Christie are, Christie's getting right in there with the PG bench. Sorry, Ken.
Yeah, and I mean, Christie's just trying to go to his bench, and he's as you said, Jacob Lee and Ray Christie will be well-known entities by these Spruce Kings, and it's not going to take till anywhere near the end of this series. I think it's happened now.
Both have the gift of the gab.
Yeah, and they play gritty and they back it up, and you know, there's guys that just do that, and it's an element to their game, and when they're on that element, they play better.
And every team has one or two, and we'll find out who the Spruce Kings have for that, as the Bandits have it off the draw. Plessy. Good game so far for the captain. He leaves it in the near corner for Mac Hancock. Bandits up by 2, looking for a third here. They put it in front to Plessy, a backhand shot. Sprawling save by Logan Neaton. Plessy gets it back, shoots from the goal line, goes off the side of the net. Bit of a scrambly play. You don't see that from Logan Neaton. He's a very, hit just like Pierce Charleston, not one of those wild goaltenders like we've seen earlier in the playoffs with like a Thomas Davis from Canmore. Very sound positionally, but that time he was caught a little out.
Yeah, plays and really likes to lunge forward because he's big, so he can get to pucks that are in front of him. And the other thing that he likes to do is he can use his glove that way. Coming from top to down, he can use the glove so well because he's a big goaltender.
Offensive zone faceoff here coming up for Brooks. Hancock to take it against the captain, Ben Poisson. Shots are 29-7 in favor of the Bandits, brought to you by Markin Machining. Spruce Kings win the draw and will ice the puck with 6:09 to go here in the second period. Want to take this moment to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Martin Chrysler in Brooks. Make sure you check out their express lane, servicing all makes and models in under 30 minutes.
Of course, the Bandits broadcast and a good corporate sponsor, not only for the Bandits, for the Brooks community. Martin Chrysler, and those new Dodge Ram trucks look pretty nice.
Beautiful dealership over.
It really is, yeah. The Martins have done, the Lobbers and Martins have done a beautiful job of enhancing their business in Brooks.
Had their official opening last year. As the Spruce Kings will lift it off the face-off down the ice, Corson Kuhlman's back to collect it for Brooks with under 6 minutes to play in the second period. Kuhlman's hit by Ben Poisson near the PG bench. He's hearing it from the Spruce Kings, but he got it ahead to Jake Tice, who's going to force it into the Spruce Kings zone without a stick. So he tried to kick it to Jake Lee, who shoots from the right circle off the Spruce Kings stick. Welsh tied up at the blue line, but Scanlon can't hold, so Simon Boyko has to re-enter up the right wing. Plessy going to the net. So is Simon Boyko. He gets a shot off and a save, squeezed by Logan Neaton. And now more rough stuff afterwards, as it's Coyle of the Spruce Kings tied up with Jake Lee, I believe, of the Bandits. And then on the other end, Ahak and Plessy are having words with each other. I think that's Lee, who's on the end boards there. And it's Coyle and Lee. And we talked about this ongoing history here of Coyle and Lee with being former teammates. And they have been right in each other's faces all night, Ken.
And I mean, they're getting on top of the goaltender, but as Boyko goes in, he takes a shot, and Plessy's just looking for the rebound. And
Lee, all Lee did was come in and grab Coyle, who I think was getting a bit aggressive there with the captain.
Yeah, and I mean, Coyle and Lee having a good laugh there. Is Jacob Lee rarely will have nothing but a smile on his face when he's talking to his opponent.
Bandits have it off the draw. Right point for Andrew Lucas. Goal line for Jake Lee. Goes off Van Roboy's right on net. Logan Neaton the save, and then covers up for a whistle, and another face-off here in the Spruce Grove end. Max Coyle, he's from Tillsonburg, Ontario, committed to Alabama Huntsville. Had a goal last night. And you look at Jacob Lee, his first year with the Bandits, Owen Sound, Ontario native. Great first series with Canmore with 8 points earlier in these playoffs. He's committed to Canisius College.
Jacob Lee does so many things well, even when he's not getting points. He competes, great on faceoffs, great on the PK.
And the faceoff one back, right point for Carter Wolski. Takes a wrist shot that goes off a Bandit, they say. So the faceoff will come outside the Spruce Kings end.
Lee wins the faceoff there and gets it right back to Wolski, who tries the mid-range. And this Spruce Kings team is so good at blocking pucks. They come out in waves. They block pucks so nicely, and you could just see there with the active sticks and the blocks, it's really hard to get pucks through.
My mistake. It went off a PG player, so the faceoff in their own end. They win it though and knock it off the glass to neutral. Brandon Scanlon up the left wing, the stretch pass to Lee. He feathers it into the Spruce Kings end. Puck behind the PG net. Now swept back right point for Andrew Lucas. He keeps it in for a second, but the Spruce Kings are able to knock it out to neutral. Andrew Lucas has it at his own blue line. Over to the Nebraska-Omaha commit, Brandon Scanlon. Lifts it up the left wing for Simon Boyko. Takes it behind the PG net. A backhand pass in front for Lee, who was tied up. And the Spruce Kings will skate it out to neutral. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the second period. Still 2-0 for Brooks. Tyler Campbell and Arno Vachon scoring both the goals in the first period. None here in the second so far. Boyko has it in his own end. Shots are 31-7 in favor of the Bandits. Here they come on a 3-on-1. It's Scanlon, left circle for Gravel. Backhand shot. Neaton just got a piece of it on the doorstep with Scanlon, who can't push it in. Back come the Spruce Kings the other way on a 2-on-1. Williams, left circle, shoots. He scores. A great chance for Brooks in one end. They can't capitalize. And then the other way, it's the Spruce Kings scoring their first of the night. The Michigan commit, Finn Williams, scoring from the left circle. It could have been 3-0. Instead, it's 2-1 Brooks.
Yeah, as Scanlon goes in there and just can't find the puck, and a great shot by Williams. The young affiliate player comes in on his off wing. Pierce Charleston gets a piece of it, but the first real legitimate 2-on-1 the Bandits have given up tonight here. So we're back in it. 4:10 left in the period, even though the Bandits have outshot and for the most part outplayed the Spruce Kings team. It's a one-goal hockey game now.
Finn Williams, North Vancouver native. Burnaby Winter Club prep team grad. First goal of the night for PG. Chongmin Lee has it on the Bandit goal line. Here's the call.
By number 22, Finley Williams.
Boken with the puck. Wrist shot saved by Charleston.
The time of the goal, 15 minutes, 42 seconds.
As it's shot off Ben Poisson on a clear attempt from Gravel. Goes out of play with 3:44 to go in the second period. And what a moment in the game we're looking at here, Ken, where the Bandits come so close to making it 3-0, and they can't finish it off. And then seconds later, the Spruce Kings put themselves right back in the game.
And a good defensive play by Anhorn as he's coming back, and the diving tip is the difference between Brandon Scanlon getting that puck and not getting it. And it ends up going back the other way, and for a goal for the Spruce Kings.
They win the face-off and dump it into the Brooks end. Kuhlman's behind his own net. Pass in front, goes off a PG stick, cleared down the ice. But it's not icing, so playable for Coyle. Has it behind the net for Ahak. Near side now for Van Roboys. They'll move it ahead for Donaldson. He shoots off a Bandit stick. It was Kuhlman's into the near corner. Spruce Kings collect it. Van Roboys turns it over to Ryan Maschie. Maschie, 65 points in the regular season. He was named the Bandits' most improved player. A great season for the Stony Creek, Ontario native. As a partial change for the Bandits, they get it in the Prince George end. Half of the Hancock line is out there, or 2/3 rather. PG gets it behind their own net and shoot it down the ice. Playable for Andrew Lucas. Near side for Plessy, can't catch it. And it's shot back in by Anhorn behind the Brooks net. Late stages here of the second period, 2-1 Bandits. They have the puck in their own end. Plessy near side for Hancock. Causey, though, ties it up on the end boards. Shots 32-9 in favor of Brooks, brought to you by Markin Machining. If the Bandits can win this game tonight, that means Game 3 will go tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here at the CRA. Bandits are going to be not called for icing here. It's beat out. At the last second at the line, PG will move it up the right wing. Causey, centering pass for Mans. Here comes Dustin Mans, wide open. Donaldson, great save. Pierce Charleston on the backhand attempt there by the PG forward. Best save of the night for Pierce Charleston. Here comes Brooks the other way on a 3-on-2. Boyko leaves at the right circle for Lee. Pass just misses. Mans will take it the other way on a 3-on-2 carry in for PG. Saucers it near side for Ben Poisson, but Jake Lee was able to get there first. PG came very close to tying it up there, but Pierce Charleston makes a huge save. Then the Bandits ice the puck as Boyko misses the target on the stretch pass with 1:41 to go in the second period. Just to finish that thought, so Bandits win tonight. Game 3 is tomorrow here at 7 o'clock. PG wins tonight. Then we're done here in Brooks, and Tuesday night in PG will be Game 3.
We'll see what goes in this one-goal hockey game. The Spruce Kings have found a way to get back into it. Defending well and great goaltending. And you can't hang that one on Charleston. It's a wide open shot. He gets a piece of it, but just can't quite get it.
Spruce Kings win the offensive zone draw. It's left behind the Brooks net for Luke Bast. Foot race with Chongmin Lee. Bandits come up with it. Campbell misses the pass out to neutral, where Anhorn and Ben Poisson clears it into his own bench. So we'll have a face-off with 1:20 to go here in the second period, and it's going to be off a Bandit, so the face-off will be near the Spruce Kings bench. But what a big save there. Pierce Charleston moments ago on Donaldson and tried to tuck it in with the backhand.
Real solid save, and that's a hard one as Donaldson goes forehand to backhand, tries to tuck it 5-hole, and Charleston has to come across and follows it with the pad and makes an outstanding save there.
Spruce Kings win the draw. Coyle from center ice launches it into the Brooks end. Charleston out to play, left near side for LeMay. William LeMay looking for his first point of the Doyle Cup. Regular season, he had 90. And that was best in the AJHL. And then in the Alberta playoffs, 23 points, which was also the scoring champion. He shoved on the near boards, but got it out for Vachon, who's going to pick up speed through the neutral zone, brings it in up the right wing, hits the brakes, goes left circle for LeMay. He shoots wide right. Vachon back to Lucas. Slap shot, toe save by Logan Neaton. Spruce Kings able to get it out to neutral. Welsh carrying it with half a minute to go in the period. Welsh up the right wing, tied up by Brandon Scanlon. He's able to poke it back to neutral. Gravel racing for it, can't get there in time. LeMay, though, gets it on the near boards. Tries to knock it ahead into the PGN, but the Spruce Kings control. 18 seconds on the clock in the second period. Ahak ahead to Vanro Boys, who touches into the Brooks zone and heads off for a change. 10 seconds in the period. LeMay has it on the left wing. Running out of time here. He'll lift it into the PG zone. Christie will race after it. Anhorn will try and freeze it up on the boards. And that will do it. As the second period comes to an end, Ray Christie swarmed by 4 PG jerseys, but it quickly evaporates. Both players, or all players, will now head to the dressing room, and we've got ourselves quite a game here. The chit-chat continues on the ice. The Bandits came oh so close to taking a 3-0 lead, but the Spruce Kings, on a Finn Williams goal, cuts that deficit to 1 goal, 2-1 heading into the third period for the Bandits.
Certainly, and not a bad period for either team. I thought it was a very close period going back and forth. The one constant thing you can say is both goaltenders are giving their team an opportunity to win this hockey game. There's no doubt they're both playing very well, and it sets up for a very interesting second period. If the Bandits can continue to get momentum and push and maybe get that next one, I think they're in great shape, and the Spruce Kings are going to have to battle here, but this is a very good hockey game tonight, and great goaltending has made it close.
Bandits outshoot the Spruce Kings 10-7 in the second period, outshooting the Spruce Kings 32-10 total, but leading 2-1 as they were shut out in that second period. Coming up in our second intermission, we'll catch up with Tyler King, as we are 2 weeks away now from the National Junior A Championship, so we'll get caught up on what's going on with that. The intermission will be brought to you by Magnum Inspection for inspections of downhole tubular products. 2-1 Brooks after 40 minutes of play. You're listening to the Doyle Cup on Martin Chrysler. Brooks Bandits hockey on Real Country 105.7.
Alberta's Centennial.
All right, I got you scheduled for 2 minutes.
Parks and murals depicting our stories. Benchmark Assessment Consultants works with the City of Brooks. They're independently owned and are dedicated to providing fair, equitable, and quality assessments, consulting, and tax assessment services to our community. For over a decade, they've been supporting local. Benchmark Assessment Consultants, proud to shine a spotlight on the City of Brooks and a proud sponsor of Brooks Bandits hockey.
On Wednesday, May 8th, it's McHappy Day at McDonald's in Brooks. McDonald's restaurants, guests, local celebrities, and the community will come together to raise funds in support of Ronald McDonald House charities. Funds raised on McHappy Day will help the hundreds of families supported each year. And again this year, a good portion of the funds raised will go towards the SPEC organization. Join McDonald's and SPEC for McHappy Day on Wednesday, May 8th.
You're listening to Martin Chrysler Bandits hockey on the home of the Brooks Bandits, Real Country 105.7.
Second intermission brought to you by Magnum Inspection. We're live from the Centennial Regional Arena in Brooks. 2-1 for the Bandits after 40 minutes of play. My name is Nathan Crosby. Our second intermission guest is Tyler King, the business manager for the Bandits. And the chair of the committee for the National Junior A Championship. 2 weeks today. It begins May 11th here at the CRA. Boy, does time fly when you're having fun, Tyler. We're 2 weeks out. This is great.
Yeah, we could say that. Of course, it's crept up on us after how much the Brooks community responded to the initial ticket push. The fact we were sold out of ticket packages 4 to 5 months prior to the event was absolutely fantastic. And now the final pieces that can't come together until teams start to qualify start to now come together. The final touches get put on the arena. And of course, as soon as the Bandits leave for Prince George, whether it's tomorrow or the day after, the ice is coming out here. The new logos are going in. A lot of things are going to be very fresh when people come here to see the 2019 NJAC.
So one of the questions I've been asked a lot is, okay,
yes, there's tickets.
Yes, that's what I was going to get to. I didn't buy a ticket package, so can I still make it to the games?
Yeah, just prop open one of the locked doors and you can just sneak in all day. No, of course, ticket packages are sold out, but it's important to make the distinction that tickets are not sold out. Just the tickets we can sell for all 13 games are. There's certain seats you have to hold for Hockey Canada sponsors, for each of the participating teams. They never all get used for every single game, but we can't release them until the day of the game. So much like the playoffs this year, where we ran out of seats for some playoff games, then at 11 a.m., season ticket holders who hadn't bought their seats had theirs released. Same thing's going to happen for the NJAC. So if you're planning on heading down to Brooks, if you want to catch a game, you're going to be able to. We got room for 500 in standing room as well. We're going to cram people in like sardines if we have to. Already talked to the fire marshal, got the capacity for the CRA increased for the duration of the tournament. So we are now allowed to fit up to 2,800 people in this building for the course of the tournament, and that's what we plan to do if possible. So yes, ticket packages are tough to get right now, but individual tickets will be going on sale very soon.
Excellent. National Junior A Championship, May 11th to 19th here in Brooks. The best five, or the top 5 teams in the country will be competing for the championship. So really looking forward to that. Tyler, before you go, I just want to get your thoughts on the Doyle Cup so far. Last night, you know, not to mince words, but a little bit of a snore with the 2-0 Spruce Kings win. Totally different game tonight. This has been a real entertaining game so far.
And just a completely different start by Brooks that really forced Prince George to adapt to it, and I thought they did an amazing job of doing exactly that in the second period. I mean, it's not often that Prince George gives up 20-plus shots in a period. You just look at how defensively adept of a team they've been. And of course, when you have a goaltender like Logan Neaton, all of a sudden it becomes a little bit easier to rely on him as they had to in that first period. To come out of that only down 2-0 was in no small part due to their goaltender. And then in that second period, you were mentioning it because I'm listening to the broadcast as I'm running the video here. That's a huge turning point in the game for the Bandits to fail to convert on a 3-on-1, to frankly not even get a grade A scoring chance off of a 3-on-1. A pass that's out of reach, a scramble where no one's able to get a stick on the puck. No real test there for Logan Neaton. And the other way come the Spruce Kings. Not as high quality of a chance, just a 2-on-1. But what do? They keep it simple. And that's what they did in game 1 also. They went up 1-0. And the fact that we in Brooks might refer to that as a snore is a reflection of the fact that Prince George slowed the game down, shut down that high-octane Brooks Bandits offense. They did the same thing here in the second period. Now they just got to look for that break, and they've set themselves up really well here in the third period to push this. The real question is, if they tie this game up, which they have a very good chance of doing, do the Spruce Kings here, do either of these teams really want to go to overtime? Or might we see them pull the goaltender in the first period?
I don't know. Last night I would have said no, but tonight, like, after every whistle, there's a conversation happening out there. These teams are starting to really get on each other's nerves. It's starting to get kind of competitive. I think they would love to have an overtime.
Yeah, usually it takes like a couple of years of working together in the Brooks Bandits office to have dislike that strong, right?
No. We have a lot of fun, and we love each other, too.
Push out the jive, bring in the love.
Tyler King, great work as always. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Great work on the videos this year. The intro video tonight, yes. Awesome. The Chris Stapleton song,
yes.
Love it. So, well, great work.
I'm glad somebody likes what I do.
You do a great job.
I would say the same thing about you, but I've been buttering you up all week. I don't think you need any more.
Okay, let's end this right now. Our thanks to Tyler King, business manager for the Brooks Bandits, joining us here in the second intermission. It's brought to you by Magnum Inspection. The score is 2-1 Brooks after 40 minutes of play. So a long way to go here in game 2 of the Doyle.
The Prince George Spruce Kings, for the first time in franchise history, are Fred Page Cup champions.
The Brooks Bandits
on 1-0 Neat leaves it left circle for Massey. Massey to Christie, shoots, scores! Ray Christie just sneaks it in. Side up the right wing, it's Vachon on a 2-on-1 with Christie. Pass to Christie, scores!
My name is Ray Christie. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, and last year I played for my high school, St. Thomas Academy in Minnesota. Playing in Minnesota is just, it's an unreal, as every kid would dream of, growing up from Pee Wee to Bantams, that you always want to get to the high school level, and going to a school like St. Thomas Academy, it's just a great place to play, and the opportunity to play in the state tournament, which is a huge deal in Minnesota, was a great spot for me and great for my development in my high school career.
Pass put it mid-blue line to Christie. Ray Christie shoots to a screen, scores!
In the fall of my senior year, me and my brother were both getting recruited by Colorado College. Then we went on a visit in November of my senior year, and we just kind of fell in love with the place. And obviously, it's a dream to play hockey with your brother, and just the opportunity that we had to play college hockey with my brother was something that we couldn't turn down. So on our visit, it was just a great place, great school, great area, and just great for hockey too. My college coach kind of reached out to me and said, yeah, if you have an option for next year, we're in touch with Coach Cunningham and Coach Papuano, that Brooks is a great place for you. And then just kind of through my college coaches with Colorado College, they kind of put me in touch with Ryan and the whole Brooks organization. Well, right when you look up Brooks on the internet, it's just not the biggest place, but obviously the hockey pops up. And one thing that popped up was just all their dominance throughout the years. It's kind of the dynasty in the Papuana era that kind of really stood out to me, at least. And also just the guys that they've sent to the next level, which is something that I'm going to do and something that a lot of my teammates are going to do.
In his Bandit debut, ahead to Vachon, the guy that scored it. Up the right wing, hits the break, shooting, scores! Ray Christie right on cue, his first as a Brooks Bandit.
Luckily, I was assigned to live with Nathan Plessy, and he kind of just explained to me all of his tradition, this being his third year on the Bandits, kind of just explaining all the things that the team does, the teams have done in the past, and what Pap expects for all of his teams to do in the future. Really kind of just showed me how to be a leader, how to work hard, what to expect of practice, of games, of how to handle a loss to how to handle wins, and just kind of just go from day-to-day things in Brooks that I was really lucky to have him.
Now near side for Ray Christie, AJHL leader in assist. Back to the high slot for Bast, he shoots and he scores!
Luckily, I've always had someone on my line that can score a goal, whether it's one of my teammates growing up or just through high school or even now with Massey and Vachon. But yeah, I kind of like playing that playmaker role, just kind of setting up someone to get an opportunity to score or setting someone up to put them in an area where they can succeed. It's just kind of a role that I've always loved.
Your rookies of the year are number 15, Ray Christie, and number 30, Pierce Charlson.
With the community in Brooks, you always feel comfortable no matter where you go. You're not scared to go anywhere. You just kind of have a sense of pride being on the Bandits and being a part of such a great organization. Since coming to Brooks, that I've kind of learned that you always want to get better. So whether that's in the weight room, getting bigger, or being a better hockey player mentally, or being a better teammate even. So it's all about consistency for me, and that's one thing I've learned from Coach and being in Brooks, that you always got to work hard, you always got to give it your best, you always have to be consistent in the things you do. But also, since we all want to get to that Division I level, that once you get to the next level, they even expect more. So it's just kind of showing up and realizing that not everything's going to go your way. You just got to work hard and keep going, and then good things will eventually come your way. Tradition's a big thing in my life, and it's for sure a big thing in Brooks, and that's kind of how we look at it personally for me going into this playoffs, that we had a great regular season. Yeah, that's great, but at the end of the day, you only have to win 4 games to win a series. The playoffs is a whole new beast, so you just got to keep working at it and just kind of taking it day by day and enjoying it, because you're not going to be in junior hockey for the rest of your life.
hours in Cypress College, I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't feel challenged enough, and I knew I had the skills, but I didn't know how to implement them so that I could get better jobs with those skills. I was a little intimidated at first, but actually on my first class through the orientation, I felt relaxed. I learned that I have leadership qualities. You know, it gave me self-esteem. I felt worth more than what I thought I was at the beginning. So I would say Cypress College changed my life.
Jonathan Taves, Marty St. Louis, Chris Kunitz, and Patrick Sharp. They all did it.
Wow!
In fact, 20% of all Canadians in the NHL did it.
What a shot!
Play college hockey.
Gets it, scores!
NCAA hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Very Canadian. Learn more at collegehockeyinc.com.
Doesn't get any better than that.
My name is Corson Coolmans. I'm from Beaumont, Alberta, and I play for the Okanagan Hockey Academy in Edmonton. I like to consider myself a responsible two-way defenseman. You know, I like to bring offensive flair, you know, get the game going, use my speed and my vision to create plays in offense. Well, I'm committed to the University of Wisconsin, so about halfway through the season I was introduced to college hockey and sort of the atmosphere around that. So I went down and I visited there in probably say late July, and you know, I loved it there. The arena's great, the campus is great, people are great. You know, they have a great history there of winning, and their alumni is fantastic. I think it's like the smarter route, because you get your education while you play hockey, and the atmosphere is just amazing in the rink. You know, when you're on campus, everybody knows you. You're always you're kind of like a celebrity there, so it's awesome. Camp is, it's tough, you know, because a lot of older players are a lot stronger, they're a lot bigger, they're a lot faster. So you really got to adjust your style of play. You know, you can't always be more physical because they're going to beat you in the physical part, so you got to be smarter than them. And then first AJ game was unbelievable. The pace was fast, you know, everybody's strong, everybody's fast, you know, people are on you quick, you got to make decisions really fast, so it's awesome. I really want to work on my defensive game, like in the D zone, because I tend to struggle sometimes, because I'm always looking for offense. So, you know, just winning battles, getting stronger, getting bigger, you know, being able to compete with those older guys next year.
Williams, 2003 born, just like Corson Coolmans of the Bandits. As Elton John's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting plays on the speakers to get us pumped for the third period. Should be a good one here in Game 2 of the Doyle Cup. The Spruce Kings win the face-off, launching it into the Brooks end. Scanlon back behind his own net, tied up with Causey. Loose puck now for Gravel. He's tripped up, falling over at the goal line. LeMay can't recover it in the far corner. Dustin Manns has it. Manns right circle for Kazi, a one-timer over the Bandit net. It's going to come all the way back to neutral. Bandits get a line change in, as Coyle will ice the puck against the Spruce Kings. So the faceoff coming in the PGN, but a nice opening 30 seconds for Adam Maglio's Spruce Kings, who are trying to tie this one up.
And the referee staying very consistent. Is Gravel's tripped up a bit, goes down, and no call on that. So they've let them play tonight, and I think they've done a really good job being very consistent.
No penalties called in the second period. Brooks only one penalty so far tonight. The goaltender interference call against Ray Christie back in the first period. He dishes ahead to Vachon behind the Prince George net. Back to Nick Hale, loads up from the left point, missing the Spruce Kings net, as Nicholas Poisson brings it out to neutral. That was the first time all night I almost said Spruce Grove after the Bandits just dispatched the Saints in the league final. Been good so far with Spruce Grove and the Spruce Kings. Charleston behind his own net. He'll leave for Coolmans. But the Spruce Kings knock it back behind the Bandit net. Ray Christie lost his helmet in the process, so he heads to the bench. And the Bandits ice the puck a minute 20 into the third period here, and what has turned into a tight one in game two.
That really has. Both teams, in a one-goal hockey game, you don't want to take that chance, and you like to capitalize on a mistake or good offensive zone pressure. So I think they're both going to be in their own ends, very strategic. You're not going to want to blow the zone and take that chance in a one-goal hockey game.
Arno Vachon to take the draw. He's had a great night on the face-off circle. He also has a power play goal, which right now is the difference. But this time the Spruce Kings win it. Boken shoots it off the end boards. Battle for the puck on the goal line as Coolmans is tied up by Nolan Welsh, the Whistler, BC native. Comes in the near corner for Ryan Maschey, knocked behind the net for the Wisconsin commit, Corson Coolmans, who backhands it down the ice. Not enough for icing, though. Playable for Anhorn. Catches Van Roboys up the left wing. Tice loses at edge. Coming at Van Roboys, and the Spruce Kings get into the attacking zone. Puck tied up, though, on the near wall by Tice and Wolski. They force it out to center. 2 minutes gone here in the third period. Ahak for the Spruce Kings will put it on the Bandit net. Charleston's going to play it. Cunningham was bearing down on him, but Luke Bass plays it safely for his D partner, Carter Wolski. Wolski, who leads all Bandit players in total games played in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, regular season and playoffs, in his final year of Junior A hockey. Brings it into the Spruce Kings end, but Wilson's able to move it out. Bandits will get a line change, as will the Spruce Kings. Wolski's got the puck behind his own net. He'll move it ahead for Nathan Plessy. Sticked away by Wilson, recovered by Lucas. Can't move it further ahead. Wolski has to back up in his own end. He'll get it out to center ice. Anhorn intercepts and lifts it into the Brooks zone. Pierce Charleston out to play it. Native of Aurora, Ontario. Moved ahead to Jake Lee. Out the left wing, knocks it into the Spruce Kings end. Cut off, though, by Boken. Puck tied up in the far corner. Tyler Campbell has it. He's got a goal tonight. He'll put it in front, but the Spruce Kings intercept. Donaldson will skate it the other way for Prince George, lifting it up the left wing and then heading off for a change. Kazi and Scanlon tie up with each other behind the Bandit net. Campbell trying to dig it out for Brooks. He'll roll it to Lee in the far corner. He's shoved, but he moves the puck out for Simon Boyko, who carries through the neutral zone. Boyko will get it deep in the PG end, where Leighton Ahak has it. And Ahak will skate through center ice wearing number 2 in his blue jersey for the Spruce Kings. Gets around Lucas, lost the puck. Comes near side for Lucas, turns it over. Chung Min Lee sails it wide left. What a chance there for PG to tie, but he missed the net. Could have been a costly turnover for Brooks, but they still have a 2-1 lead. Comes back left point for Ahak. Ahak still with the puck for Prince George. Goes right point for Anhorn. Back to Ahak. Covered by Lucas. Shot blocked by Andrew Lucas. So good work by Andrew Lucas to redeem himself after the turnover.
Real nice shot block by Lucas there, getting up top on Ahak and get not only getting the block, but the zone and change is made for the Bandits.
Nick Hale has the puck for Brooks in his own end. Trying to play keep away. He lost it, though. Nicholas Poisson puts it to his brother Penn, who can't tap it in. Charleston without his stick, and he's able to collect it, but the Spruce Kings still have the puck here in the attacking zone. Anhorn And his shot is blocked by Hernandez on the setup from Ben Poisson. Boken has to race back in the PG end to get it. Hernandez in on the forecheck, almost forces a turnover. Massey will, though, as he bowls over Anhorn. But the puck comes out to the neutral zone, now behind the net of Pierce Charlson. Carter Wolski collects it for Brooks. Up the right wing for Ryan Massey. Christie stays onside. He now has it in the right circle, throws it at the net. Pad save by Logan Neaton. And the first shot, I think, of the period for the Bandits. And they won't even count it. So no shots yet for Brooks. 5 minutes into the third period. Still leading 2-1 in Game 2 of the Doyle Cup. Bandits win this game. We'll have Game 3 tomorrow night here in Brooks, 7 o'clock. If PG can come back and win tonight, Game 3 will be Tuesday night at the Rolling Mix Concrete Arena in northern British Columbia. Nathan Plessy will bring it through center ice. The captain's got a lane to the net. Up the left wing, he fans on his shot. Still has the puck, though, in the near corner. Plessy wearing number 11 on the near side, tied up by Anhorn. Trying to move it back to the right point for Andrew Lucas, who lifts it into the near corner for the captain, Plessy. Back to the mid-blue line. Scanlon can't hang on to it. He'll leave near side for Andrew Lucas. Bandits with the puck at their own blue line. Still lots of time here, though, for the Spruce Kings. Up the left wing, Donaldson gets it into the attacking end. It rolls behind the net for Jake Lee. Lee into the far corner for Tyler Campbell. He scored 3 minutes into the hockey game earlier tonight. Left near side for Jake Lee. Back to Lucas, a one-timer on the drop pass, misses wide left. Coolmans will shoot it behind the PG net. Ahak back to get it. Bandits get a line change in. The Lee line out there. Coolmans has it in the right circle. Left for Lee on, he'll shoot, and he scores! Huge goal for the Brooks Bandits as Jake Lee picks the top left corner. Initial shot from Coolmans is blocked. Loose puck in the slot from Lee, and he just fires it. And Ken, you talked about keeping it simple. Well, the Bandits throw it at the net, and good things happen.
Really does, is Jake Lee. What a great shot. And talk about keeping things simple. The key there is Lee is able to do that because you know what? Simon Boyko draws a defender over as he goes to the net, creates the open opportunity. They just haven't had many good open opportunities like that. And Lee makes no mistake, and that's a big goal as Jake Lee makes this a 3-1 hockey game.
Great shot by Jake Lee. Face off at center ice. We have a penalty on the draw as Clayton Hall, one of tonight's referees, will go over and talk to Simon Gravel, and a high stick off the face-off against Prince George. Power play coming up for Brooks, so it goes from bad to worse here for the Spruce Kings, who are now down by 2 and have to kill off a Bandit power play.
And the power plays have been few and far between, and those are the ones that's going to be called. Stick comes up right off the face-off, catches Simon Gravel right in the face, as we'll see it here on the replay.
Which explains why the referee was going to look at Gravel.
Yeah, swings right by his face there. So the high stick is called, and the Bandits here.
Scanlon, a drive off the face-off, misses wide left. Bandits power play brought to you by Smith Group. LeMay has it at the left point. Right circle for Scanlon, he fakes. Campbell and Boyko with the assists on Lee's 5th of the playoffs. Andrew Lucas has it in the left circle. Pass a bit hard there from Gravel. It rolls over to Lucas on the far side. 2 minutes for high sticking against the Spruce Kings. Brooks on their 3rd power play of the night. Scanlon racing back with Ben Poisson in the Bandit end. Scanlon got there first. He'll leave for William LeMay. Bandits leading scorer in the regular season. Leaves for Gravel on the far wall. Wide open, Andrew Lucas. Right circle, shot, pad, save, Neaton. Comes back to Luke Bass. He fires it towards the net, redirects wide right. Lee tied up in the near corner by Anhorn. Bandits trying to increase their lead to 3. Battle for the puck as Gravel's shoved by Brar. Loose puck by Anhorn behind the net. It's poked free though. Lee has it in the near corner. Minute to go on the Smith Group power play. Right point for Luke Bast. Left point for William LeMay. Steps into the circle, shoots off the post! William LeMay strikes the iron. It comes out to neutral. Bandits get a change in. Arnaud Vachon's got speed. He carries to the left circle, shoots around the boards. Right point held by Christie. Far corner for Vachon. Left behind the net for Massey. With 34 seconds left on the Bandit power play. It's looked good tonight. Boyko in the far corner, can't get it back to the point. Kazi intercepts for Prince George. He gets it out to neutral, and then he's upended by Christie. Back come the Bandits. Here's Mashi leaving for Boyko in the right circle. Boyko, the wraparound. Neaton got there in time to make the save. Left point for Bast with 10 seconds on the power play. Left circle for Simon Boyko. Shot, glove save, held by Neaton. He bobbled it for a second, but recovers and covers up in the paint. And as Vachon separated by Coyle from the linesman. 4 seconds to go on the power play. 3-1 Brooks, almost 4-1 Ken as LeMay rang the post.
Great shot by LeMay, and it's nice to see him step in and fire one. He hasn't had a whole bunch of opportunities this series, but a real good power play for the Bandits. They come close on a couple of occasions. With the 2-goal lead, 11:39 left in this third period, 4 seconds left in the power play. The Bandits, big 3-1 lead here.
Offensive zone draw, won by Hancock. Left point for Nick Hale. Penalty over. Koolmans has it on the far side. Corson Koolmans gets around Van Roboys. Backhand shot save. Neaton Plessy trying to poke it in. Tice shoved away from the puck, and the Spruce Kings kill it off and get it out to neutral. Koolmans can't get the puck to settle down. Here's a 2-on-1 for Prince George. Pass is broken up by a sliding Nick Hale as Chongmin Lee was right there on the doorstep for the backdoor tap-in. Stays out though. Anhorn has it in the far corner. Anhorn stick lifted. Plessy centering pass to Tice. Gets it out to neutral. Jake Tice carries in. He's got Hancock going to the net. Shoots behind the net. Recovered by Anhorn in the far corner. Just over 9 minutes gone in the third period. It's 3-1 for the Brooks Bandits. Hancock has it tied up in the far corner. LeMay back to the left point for Scanlon. Dishes near side for Lucas. Fakes and then shoots it behind the Prince George net. Hernandez in the left circle for Hancock. Left point for Scanlon. Scanlon to Hancock on the half wall. Now behind the net for Randy Hernandez. Bandits still look like they're on a power play here. Lucas shoots it. It goes off someone on redirects wide right. Stays in play though. In the near corner for LeMay. Looking to redeem himself after hitting the post. The Spruce Kings Van Roboys having difficulties moving it out. He's tied up by Gravel. Great work by Simon Gravel. It stays in the attacking zone for LeMay. Shooting from the left circle. Blocked by Dustin Mans of the Spruce Kings. PG. Ice tilted in their own end right now. Just trying to get it down into the Brooks end as Donaldson slows up behind the Bandit goal line. The puck comes to William LeMay. Under 10 minutes to go in regulation. 3-1 for the Bandits. A new line heads out there. It's the Lee Campbell Boyko line. Playing with a 2-goal lead. Spruce Kings though, carry through neutral. It's Dustin Mans with the puck. Excuse me, it was Wilson. He'll leave for Williams. Back to Wilson behind the net, shoved by Lee. Coyle moves in from the right points, and he shoots it right on net. Save Pierce Charleston. He'll hang on for a whistle. We'll step aside. 9:31 to go in period number 3. You're listening to the Doyle Cup on Martin Chrysler Brooks Bandits Hockey on Real Country 105.7.
Oil fields are...
All right, got you off for 1 minute.
Every piece of equipment must...
This has turned into an entertaining game. Ken, we've seen chances in both ends. We've seen physical play, great hits, nice goals, but we're not done yet.
Certainly not. And if you're the Brooks Bandits, you want to make the Spruce Kings try and create offense from 200 feet away. You want to keep the puck in their end.
Bandits force it out to neutral. Brandon Scanlon carries in up the right wing. He'll take it behind the PG net. Scanlon still has it, does a full lap around the Spruce Kings zone. He leaves for Lucas. He throws it in front for Massey, right on the doorstep. Can't hang on to it. Spruce Kings can't clear. Massey, he'll send it around the boards with under 9 minutes to go in the third. PG in their own end. They chop it out to center ice. Vachon intercepts, knocks it right back towards goaltender Logan Neaton, who, let's face it, if not for his play, this game wouldn't have been close with the way Brooks played in the first period, out shooting Prince George 22-3, and those were great saves from Neaton. Here comes Ben Poisson carrying in for Prince George. He'll shoot on net, gloved by Pierce Charlson, doesn't hang on to it. Jake Lee will knock it back out to neutral. Coyle can't get the puck to settle down. A chance for Brooks as Boyko steps in from the left wing and shoots from the circle on net. It's stopped by the goaltender Neaton, who will hang on for a whistle.
And that's what I like, what the Bandits are doing. You continue to push, you continue to put the puck in on the goaltender. You don't need to, especially high shots and wraparound shots, you don't want it coming back the other way. You can put it in on the goaltender or put it flat off the wall. You can make your changes. You always have the control in the offensive zone.
Bandits trying to pad their lead as Lee off the face-off, taken down by Ahak. Play continues as Ahak will skate it out of his zone. Backhands it ahead. Nick Hale intercepts. And Ben Poisson shoots it in. And the Spruce Kings get a line change. 8 minutes to go here.
Very fortunate not to get too many men there.
Coolmans carries through center ice and backhands it in. Van Roboys, I think, lost his footing as he fell over. PG in their own zone. Anhorn checked by Nathan Plessy. The captain had a physical game. And this line can really punish you of Hancock, Tice, Plessy, not just on the score sheet. Hancock upends Anhorn. And Bandits recover the puck in their own end. Hancock has it through center ice. He'll leave on the left wing for Nathan Plessy. The captain from Salmon Arm, BC, steps into the left circle. Can't get the shot through as he was upended, and back comes Prince George the other way. Cunningham up the left wing. Good work by Wolski, denying the pass target there of Welsh. Puck in the Bandit zone. Prince George still has it, though. Ahak at the left point. He shoots. It's tipped off a Bandit stick wide right. Collected in the far corner by Cunningham. He shoots it off Charlson, and it goes out of play off the Bandit netminder with 7:04 to go in the third period. 3-1 for Brooks. Update on the Anavet Cup happening in Portage. Battleford's had a 3-2 lead. Portage ties it. They're going to overtime. Guess who scored the game-tying goal?
I'm going to guess Orca or Ocean Weisblatt, but I'll go with Orca.
Orca Weisblatt.
Yeah, he's been had not a bad season there, so not a surprise.
So we'll keep our eye on that. Game happening in Portage, Manitoba. Winner of that series will be in Brooks in 2 weeks' time for the national championship. Off the face-off, left of Charlson. The Spruce Kings have it. Donaldson sends it over to Ahak, covering at the far half wall. Turns it over to Gravel, who lifts it down the ice. Coyle gets it at his own blue line. Markin machining shots on goal, 39-13, favoring the Bandits. Playing with a 3-1 lead here. Williams up the left wing for PG. In front for Donaldson, redirects it wide left. Andrew Lucas collects the loose puck for Brooks. Randy Hernandez will skate it out to neutral. Hernandez trying to saucers it in. It's gloved by Anhorn, who will send it right back into the Brooks zone. Bandits trying to milk some clock here. Nick Hale's got to be careful. He turns it over to Donaldson, but it's recovered by Corson Coolmans. Coolmans centering pass to LeMay. They get it out to neutral. Nick Hale, who missed 4 weeks after that dangerous hit from Mark Pasemko in Game 1 of the South Final versus Okotoks. And you can tell, trying to get his bearings right here as Mans takes a shot from the high slot. It's blocked by Hernandez. Coolmans can't move it ahead to Hernandez, but he gets it back on the near side as Hernandez created a good screen. And Coolmans will send it up the right wing. Gravel will try and freeze it on the boards, but he can't. Ahak has it. He'll lift it out to center ice. Ryan Massey has it in his own end. He'll leave on the near boards for Carter Wolski. Through the middle to Massey. It's picked off by Kazi of the Spruce Kings. Kazi swarmed by white jerseys, waiting for his line mates to get off the bench on the line change. Just shoots it behind the Brooks goal line. Comes over near side for Boken. And Coolmans, meanwhile, he's checked by Nicholas Poisson behind the play. He'll head off that one. Looks like it hurt a bit.
Coolman's a long shift for him, and a couple great defensive plays, but takes that big hit at the end where he's just a little too tired to get out of the way.
Just over 5 minutes to go in regulation. Brooks up by 2. Chong-Min Lee will skate it up the left wing for the Spruce Kings. Now behind the Brooks net, he's taken down, the puck loose, and the Bandits recover it. Tyler Campbell will lift it out off a Spruce King into the Bandit bench. This faceoff should be coming outside the PG zone. 4:54 on the clock. A 3-1 Bandit lead. Corson Kuhlmans, the young Bandit, looks like he took a hit there from Nicholas Poisson that sent him right into the board. So he appears to be okay though, as he's still on the bench.
Can't put yourself in a static position, but what a play he makes previously to break that up. And he's made some excellent first passes and some really good defensive plays here tonight. Kuhlmans, you know, we know the offensive gift he has, but defensively he's been very solid tonight.
Hails from Beaumont. This is just south of Edmonton. PG, they win the faceoff, but then they ice the puck, so the faceoff will be back in their own zone. And just a reminder, if there is a game 3, which would mean the Bandits win tonight, then tickets will go on sale right when we finish here. And you can go to tickets.brooksbandits.ca to reserve your spot. It's a 7 o'clock start tomorrow if the Bandits can hang on and win this game.
If they can, and if that happens, what a big hockey game that is.
Nick Hale, a shot from the left point after a face-off win, but it's blocked by the Spruce Kings, who get it out to center ice. Ahak has it, the defenseman to Coyle, near side for Cunningham, and he can't move it into the Brooks end. Van Roboys for PG. He'll knock it into the far corner. The first defenseman back is Nick Hale. Leaves it on the near side for Simon Boyko. Boyko lost it behind the net. PG has it in the slot. Cunningham a backhand attempt. And Jake Lee able to break it up. It comes near side for Simon Boyko. Now behind the goal line for Corson Kuhlmans, tied up by Cunningham. Bandits can't move it out. Van Royboys leaves for the right point for Anhorn. Stops, shoots wide left. It hits something on its way in and redirects wide left. Nick Hale, he's shoved in the near corner. Back on his feet. Simon Boyko gets the loose puck and lifts it out to center ice. Bandits get a line change. Ahak has it at his own blue. Lost his stick. He turns it over to Nathan Plessy. Here comes the captain. Plessy shoots, and Logan Neaton makes the save on the forehand shot from number 11.
Great play by Plessy. Comes in with speed, dekes to the forehand. Good save by Neaton.
It remains a 2-goal Bandit lead with 3.5 minutes to play in regulation. Slapped over to the near side. Ahak controls at the left point for PG. He'll shoot it behind the Bandit goal line. Lucas moves it on the near boards for Tice. Centers it for Mac Hancock, who gets it out to center ice. Nathan Plessy, the lone BC native on this Bandit roster. Dishes to the right point for Andrew Lucas, who was calling for it. Lucas is going to take it right to the net. A backhand shot that goes wide left. Kazi now behind the net for Coyle, and he'll wait for his forwards to get a line change with under 3 minutes to go in the third period. Both teams get fresh legs on the ice. Coyle will just wait behind the net with it. Max Coyle moves it ahead for Ben Brar. Make that Chong-Min Lee. Lost it in the neutral zone.
Too many.
And too many men called against the Prince George Spruce Kings. You saw Coyle waiting for everyone to get set up there. So they had lots of time to think about it. Maybe overthought it, Ken, and this is going to be real costly for the Spruce Kings with that extra man on the ice.
There was one of those earlier in this hockey game where they like to go back door to front door, and as we see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, and they're carrying the puck. So absolutely the right call. One was missed there first as the 2 guys coming on came on definitely early.
Awesome work by our video team here at the CRA. All volunteers that run the cameras here, and they were able to catch that. And so we saw the replay.
If your team is possessing the puck and you have 6 players on the ice, it's too many men. It's just the rule. It was the trailer for, I'm not sure who it was, but he was well back in the band. I think it was Cunningham was well back in the Bandits corner, and 2 players came on to replace those 2 that weren't nearly off.
3-1 Brooks, they head on a Smith Group power play, 4th of the night. Win the face-off, Lucas can't hold at the point. Too many men on the ice called against the Spruce Kings. It's going to really hurt their comeback chances. They get it deep in the Brooks zone, though. Scanlon back behind his own net, put it in front, swatted away by Charleston. And goaltender Neaton's going to head to the bench. An empty net here for Prince George to make it a 5-on-5 attack here.
The hail and back to rain all in one day. Could you imagine driving in Alberta without washer fluid or window wipers? You'd never dream of being that unsafe on the road, so why are you behind the wheel?
In front, shot by Coyle. Charleston, the save, redirects through his legs, wide right. So we had some technical difficulties, our apologies. Causey, he's tripped up. There's going to be a penalty coming up against Brooks as Jake Lee lost his stick battling with Causey. The referee, Clayton Hall, is going to call a bandit here for tripping with 1:44 to go in the first period. A 3-1 bandit lead. So just to recap, Prince George was called for too many men. And then on that penalty kill, Adam Maglio calls his goaltender Logan Neaton over to the bench. So it's a 5-on-5, but an empty net. And now a tripping call against Jake Lee on a Prince George player on the far side there. Can't see which one it was. So now it's going to be a 5-on-4 attack because Neaton's still on the bench.
Yeah, Neaton will stay on the bench, and the Bandits actually won't be shorthanded, so they won't be able to ice the puck.
Max Coyle just chucked his stick into the Spruce Kings bench in anger and nearly took someone's head off there. And he'll play on the bench. He'll come back on the ice and hears it from the Bandit bench. The chit-chat continues. So we've got Lee in the box for tripping. And then we've got the bench minor against the Spruce Kings for another minute 6. 1:44 on the clock here in the third period. And a timeout is called. Was it, did you see who called the timeout there?
It was Prince George called the timeout.
So Adam Maglio will call his timeout and talk to his team, as will Ryan Papuano. Nearly 1,200 in attendance tonight at the CRA. Don't forget, if the Bandits hang on for a win here, Game 3 tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in Brooks. And you can get your ticket by going to tickets.brooksbandits.ca. It's a 7 o'clock start tomorrow, should there be a Game 3, but we're not finished here yet.
Yeah, and that's a good call on Lee. He gets his stick between Causey's legs, who's the puck carrier, and pulls him down.
Just the second penalty of the night for Brooks. Prince George net is empty. It's a 5-on-4 attack here for the Spruce Kings. Face off to the left of Charleston. Bandits out shooting Prince George 41-14 in this game. Offensive zone draw win for PG. They have it in the far corner. Coyle has it in the far corner. He'll leave behind the net for Causey. Swings it around for the left point for Ahak. The defenseman goes to his right to Coyle. Right circle for the captain, Ben Poisson. Back to the left point for Ahak. Having troubles hanging on to it. Hancock bats it in the air, and it comes out to neutral. With 1:15 on the clock in the third period. And a turnover by Ahak right to Lucas, who leaves it lightweight dump in to avoid the icing call. Mind you, the Bandits are on a penalty kill here, as Nick Hale shoots wide right from center ice. Would have iced it there. We're in the final 60 seconds. 3-1 for the Bandits. Nick Hale just missed the open net. Fans cheering on the Bandits, looking for a free Wendy's cheeseburger if Brooks scores in the final 60 seconds. Ongoing promotion throughout the season for those of you listening from BC, wondering why everyone's getting very excited. Also trying to cheer this team on to a win as LeMay clears it down the ice. There's no icing though.
Yeah, puck goes right by Wilson as he's coming out of the penalty box, and he doesn't attempt to play it, and no icing called.
Great work by Jake Tice here to keep that puck down in the Prince George end. He's swarmed by blue jerseys, but he freezes on the board. Finally it comes loose. 12 seconds left in regulation. Here come the Spruce Kings, but they're running out of time. Mans can't enter up the left wing. Here's Jake Tice. He's got an open net. He shoots. Oh, it's blocked, but time will expire. The Brooks Bandits win. 3-1 is the final. This Doyle Cup is tied up at 1 game apiece. Game 3 tomorrow night in Brooks. We're not done yet here at at the CRA in this series.
And I can say this now, for the first time in Bandits Doyle Cup history, they win a home game. Because when they play Penticton, they lost both here and 1-1 there. But now they have won a home game, and it's everything tomorrow. If the Bandits can go up 2-1 going in, they've been a great road team in the playoffs. It should be just an excellent game here tomorrow night, so get your tickets.
Discussions on the ice there. Adam Maglio, the head coach, saying something to the referees. And Ryan Papuano's talking to his captain as well over, not sure what this is about. Either way, though, Ken, we'll head to the Montana's Barbecue and Bar post-game show. A 3-1 Bandit victory in Game 2 of the Doyle Cup here at the CRA. You're listening to Martin Chrysler Bandits Playoff Hockey on Real Country 105.7.
Seasoned in-house for 8 hours and then grilled to your liking. We're not saying you
Sponsor of the Brooks Bandits broadcasts. Arcline Construction is a division of Tartan of Canada, providing complete construction and execution solutions to support projects in the oil and gas energy industry, offering expert maintenance and operation support and empowered people with creative ideas. When you want first-rate customer experience and dedication to safety excellence, you choose Arcline Construction.
Playoffs are here. Wishing the Bandits all the best in their fight for the cup. Thank you for always making